this project, along with the gold color links, I'm going to be using artistic wire jump rings. These are 20 gauge. I've had them for well over 10 years. They just happen to be in my stash. This is what they are. If you want to use the same thing, size. And on the back here is your code. I don't know if that can be scanned, but possibly this one can be scanned. Like I said, it's over 10 years old, so I don't know if any of these are even still around. I haven't checked. So we're going to start by connecting 3 of the links together on one jump ring. Once you get the pattern down, it's like most anything in chainmail, it just becomes repetitious and you just kind of know what you're doing. But when you first start out, it helps to have prompts. These links that I'm using, they are two-sided. They have one side that has the leaf and the other side has these like little scratches on them. They're not identical on both sides. What we're going to do now is we're going to turn each one of these into a capital Y. So we're going to put 2, we're going to add 2 onto the end of each one of these. First, I'm just going to lay them out to get an idea of how I want them to go. And there's really no right or wrong way, but I'm deciding ahead of time on how I want them to be positioned. And then I'll go ahead and connect each set of 2 onto the one to make a little capital letter Y. Don't mind my big fat hand there in the way. I was speaking while recording this, and then I realized that I had music playing in the background and YouTube would just go ahead and mute my video, so I decided to do a voiceover rather than posting it and risking it being muted where I would have to do a voiceover anyway, so let's just do the voiceover from the beginning. So here we are with our little letter Y's, and I'm gonna start with this back one first, and then I'll just work my way around and connect all of them. I was trying really hard to do this without picking up my work off the workbench. I eventually do, because it's just easier. There we go. As long as you know where your 3 center ones are, you just work off of that, and Remember, when opening jump rings, to do so with a twisting motion. Never pull them apart. Always twist to open and twist to close. Now I'm using fine needle nose pliers. I like my Zerons. They're on my list on Amazon if you want some. I try to have all my supplies, everything I use listed there. You won't find the links there though, because I actually found these on Etsy. They were kind of hard to find. But any links that are the same length and width, these are 10 by 5, would work for this project. And there we have our first and second layers completed now. I had that one backwards, so I had to turn it around. So for the next layer, we're going to be connecting 2 of our sides of our Y, and we're going to be adding 2 more onto that for a total of 4 that will be connected with this jump ring. And we're going to do that all the way around 2 more times for a total of 3 times all the way around, because everything's about 3s in this one. So it can get a little complicated right at this point, but as long as you remember where your center is and that you're connecting the two sides of the Y together and adding two more, then it's actually really simple. So we'll just connect these two together, and then we'll add two more links onto our jump ring. Playing with jump rings can be tricky, so if you don't get this the first time, don't be hard on yourself. I've been messing around with jump rings for over a decade, and I still have days where I get frustrated. Once you get the third layer going, it starts to take shape and you get a better idea of what's going on. This is where you can test it out, putting it over your crystals or stones that you plan on storing in it, just to see how it'll fit. So the next layer, we are going to do the same as we did the last layer. We're going to connect those two side ones together and we're going to add on 2 more for a total of 4 on this jump ring. And again, we'll do that all the way around. It's pretty much repeating the same process that we just did on the other layer. Okay, finishing up our layer here, and I need to take a quick break, and we're back. So let's see, I'm not sure where we're at this point. I got interrupted and then I was gone for like half an hour, and when I came back I started, and then I remembered I was recording, and so I had to start. It's never fun when you're hyper focused and somebody comes along and interrupts your work. So we're at the point now where we're going to connect the two sides, and we're going to add 1 for a total of 3, because we are just about done with our crystal holder. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the two sides, and then I'm going to add the final link. Just was working inside out, and now I think I'm working right side in, so it took me a second here to get myself oriented. Still coming back from being interrupted while hyper-focused and dealing with that frustration. You'll see it coming together really fast now. Only 2 more jump rings to go. And then we'll connect the chain. And the chain that you use will probably be different than the chain I use, and that's fine. Just chain is chain. But what I use is made it a little complicated and makes this tutorial a little bit longer than it needs to be, because I had problems cutting it, but we'll get to that. So now we attach the chain, and first I was thinking of using this gold flat iron chain that I have, but then I decided to get fancy, and that's where things got slow for me. But first, let's see how this fits. I think I already started with the other chain. I did. I didn't record it. But I decided to add this chain just to keep with the leaf look, and I just wanted to see how it was going to appear. It is available. I do have it on my Amazon recommend list. That's where I purchased it. But you don't have to use it. You can use whatever chain you want on yours. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through the rest of this just for the sake of time. Okay, so once you have your chain on, you're done. This is the finished piece. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put it on a chain here, which is one way of doing it. From here you can figure out how you would best like it to be on a chain. Do you want it loose on a chain? I think I ended up changing it out here after a minute. I decided I didn't like this as well as having it on two separate chains that are then attached to be permanently there. But however you want to do it is completely up to you. But for all intents and purposes, this piece is now your crystal pendant holder is complete. I hope you've enjoyed watching and that you were able to pick up a thing or two. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll be happy to answer as best I can. And yeah, have fun. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff that we're supposed to stay at the end of these videos, or at the beginning, or wherever. And have a great day. Bye.